Oh, I have a feeling I'll be tasked with finding one of those. All right, so let's go ahead and see how things look out there. Pleasant morning, low humidity, but hot and toasty here for us. Don't have any significant rain chances really to tell you about. Very few changes ahead, at least in the forecast. All right, so here's where we're at. The big picture, it's a quiet big picture for the most part. We do have muggy air trapped down in South Florida, which has been the case for a while. Meanwhile, for us, things have been generally pretty quiet. We don't have a whole lot of weather, so to speak, going on to push things around. So things are really quiet. We're in a very static situation here, and that's going to lead to, well, once again, a very similar pattern of weather over the next week. The dew points, they're going to stay in that low humidity range here throughout much of the week, so that's good. I mean, it's not going to be too humid. But once again, it will be hot. I mean, temperatures will be in the 90s solidly all week long here for us through the rest of the work week. Now, that because the humidity is low, we're not going to add a whole lot with the heat index, but it's just going to be hot regardless one way or the other. The Futurecast shows quiet conditions here throughout the day, just letting this thing run. You'll see a few clouds going by, but no rain in the forecast. And that's going to become a problem here for us as we move through time. Just got to give this graphic a second to load in, but when it does, what we're going to find, this is the 7-day rainfall forecast over the next full week, and really just not going to show much of anything on it. Well, it's not showing anything because it doesn't want to load correctly, but just be aware that we're not expecting much in the way of rain. The drought monitor, here we go. This is it. This is going to be what we're going to be talking about probably for the next few weeks, because we'll see this expand. Now, the drought monitor itself, because the drought is kind of a slow motion thing, it only gets updated once a week. So every Thursday morning they update this graphic. So we'll see what happens, but I anticipate this will be expanding here. The drought conditions will be expanding. We're right now in abnormally dry to moderate drought. We'll see that all expand here later on this week. So yeah, we're in the beginning of a drought. That's just the way it's going to be here for us. In the 90s out there today, low 90s for highs, a lot of sunshine. You can see how those temperatures ramp up as we go through the day. The forecast highs today will be in the lower 90s for the most part across the area, a few upper 80s down by the water. The evening looks great. If you got some plans, got some things you got to run around and do for your Monday evening, looks good out there for us. Temperatures will be in the 80s, then dropping back off into the 70s. Your rip current risk is low. The beach conditions are going to be fantastic this week, so you have some time to get to the beach. I would suggest it's going to be looking really good. Your boating forecast today, mostly sunny, looking really good out there too. If you want to take the boat out really for the next week or so, we'll continue to have very good conditions because nothing is really going to change here. Here's your 7-day forecast. There are, like I said, no significant changes. 60s in the mornings, up low 90s in the afternoons, lots of sunshine, and no significant chance of rain.